Do you want to tell a joke?
What kind of tea is hard to swallow? Reality.
Hi YouTube, it's Yes or No, and I got tired of telling myself my own jokes, so I'm getting other people to do it for me today. This is strangers telling me jokes in New York City. Let's hope they're funny.
What's black and white and dead all over? A zombie in a tuxedo.
If two vegans were fighting, would they call it beef?
What's red, hard, and bad for your teeth? A falling brick.
Why did the mermaid switch to seashells? Why? Because she grew out of her bee shells. Fire.
It's my favorite joke and it will make no sense to you whatsoever. Why did the chicken cross the road? Because it got hit by a refrigerator.
A skeleton walks into a bar. He says, "Bartender, give me a beer and a mop."
My favorite teacher's name was Mrs. Turtle. Well, strange name, but she did taught us well.
I have a friend named Jack, and he likes to talk to, and he can talk to vegetables. Jack and the beans talk.
What did the rapper name his son? Eric. Okay, it wasn't a good joke. It's a joke. It's not supposed to be a good joke, okay? It's the only one that came in my head because I want $1 because I'm broke.
Just do a sound test real quick.
My hovercraft is full of eels.
There will be 7 planets left after I destroy Uranus. My joke was really good.
What do you call a magic owl? Houdini.
What did a fish say when he swam into the wall? Damn.
I had to fire the guy that I just hired to mow my lawn. He just didn't cut it.
I don't know any jokes. Can I phone in my friend? Come over here. Alright, if we get the $1, I'll split it with you. 50 cents, 50 cents.
Bad.
Can I use my phone?
I was just thinking about a joke before I came here though.
We don't know any jokes yet.
What do you call a well-balanced horse? Stable.
What do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef.
You know, I hear people say sex is like pizza. Even when it's bad, it's good. If you think sex is like pizza, you are doing something seriously wrong. I don't know about you, but I've never paid $2,000 for a slice of pizza. I don't care how many toppings are on it.
So you're Miley Cyrus? Is this...
I have been told I sound like her and I look like a... I wouldn't know.
Yeah, you never seen porn? Oh man, you're so young, right? Still so young, you haven't seen... Do you know what porn is, or...
Why aren't vegans allowed in hospitals? Because they'll eat all the vegetables.
What did a wall say to another wall? I see you at the corner.
What did the spoon say to the milk? I see you in the coffee.
What do you do when you see a spaceman? You park, man.
What kind of car does an egg drive? A Volkswagen.
All right, so a guy gets a call from his doctor. The doctor says, "I have bad news and I have very bad news." He goes, "What do you want to hear first?" He said, "I guess the very bad news." He goes, "Well, I'll tell you the bad news. The bad news is you're gonna die in 48 hours. He says, "Really? What could be worse than that?" He says, "I forgot to call you 2 days ago."
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
I eat mop.
You eat mop who?
She fucked it up.
I picked up the joke because I'm like, why would you eat it up? I got so nervous.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Oh, okay. Okay, good. I'm glad I have an audience. Okay, knock, knock. Interrupting cow. Moo. Knock, knock. Who's there? Interrupting owl. Who?
Interrupting ghost. Boo!
Recently, I saw my dad's penis, and that's okay, because that happens sometimes. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. But I saw my dad's penis, and the only thing I could think when I was looking at it is, damn, I definitely have my mother's penis.
So it's 1794, the French Revolution, and 3 men are sent to the guillotine. A lawyer, a doctor, and an engineer. Who's the first one to go? The doctor says, I'll go. So they put him in, they let go of the rope, and it stops inches away from his head. The executioners look around. Divine intervention! This man should go free. The lawyer immediately says, "Me next!" And he runs into the guillotine. So they let loose the rope, and it flies, and it stops an inch above his head. Divine intervention again! You may go! The engineer is the last one to go, and so he asks, "Can I face up for mine?" And they're like, "Sure." So they get the rope ready, and as they're about to let it fly, he looks up and says, "I think I see your problem here."
Why did the Cyclops close his school?
Why?
He only had one pupil.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
Why?
Nobody knows.
What do you call a sad strawberry? A blueberry.
So why do we tell actors to break a leg? Because in every play it has a cast.
What's a dentist's favorite time of day? 2:30. Okay, so what's a chiropractor's favorite time of day? Back hurty. Thank you.
All right, what do you call a Mexican that lost his car? Carlos.
How do you call a Mexican that lost his car? Carlos.
A grasshopper walks into a bar. The bartender says, "Hey, we have a drink named after you." And the grasshopper goes, "You have a drink named Stan?"
These two guys walk into a bar. They both think they're Jesus. They look at the bartender, and the bartender says, "No, I know Jesus." Goes to a homeless guy. Homeless guy comes back in the bar. The bartender says, "Jesus, you're back again."
What made Ben gay? Vicks Rub. This one you might be able to get, hopefully. Where does a king keep his armies? In his sleeveys. This guy.
Tough crowd.
This dude walks into a bar and he orders a drink. He's like, "Can I get a beer?" You know, he's sitting there, he's drinking his beer, and he like looks around and he's like, "Who's laughing at me?" And the bartender is like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Look, like I just am hearing laughter," and he won't stop hearing it. And then the bartender goes, "Oh, it must be the peanuts. They're complimentary."
What's the best thing about Switzerland? I don't know, but the flag is a plus.
What do you call a door when it's not a door? A jar.
What is small and white and round and cannot climb a tree? Yogurt.
So this guy gets to hell, like he dies and he gets sent to hell. And when he gets down there, the devil is like, "You have a few choices for punishment." And he takes him through. So the first one is like, there's a bunch of dudes standing around and they're getting like stabbed with pitchforks. And he's like, "This doesn't seem like, I'm all right. What's the next one?" The next one is a bunch of guys and they're all in like a cage and they're all getting branded with hot metal iron. And he's like, "This doesn't seem really great either." And then he gets to the third room and there's a bunch of guys standing around in like knee deep in feces and they're drinking coffee. And he's like, "Well, the stench is pretty bad, but I guess I'll do this one, right? That's not, okay." So he gets, he settles down, he gets himself a cup of coffee, and then the devil gets on a microphone on a loudspeaker and says, "All right, coffee break's over, start eating."
What did the YouTuber say about the burrito? That's a wrap.
Yo, bro, you know how they say, like, during sex, you burn the same amount of calories as if you run 8 miles? And so, like, when I heard that for the first time, I was kind of scratching my head. I was like, 8 miles? Who can run 8 miles in 30 seconds, bro?
Oh my God. Valid point.